All right, everybody, welcome back to me fixing the G. It's just me this time. I just wanted to go ahead and kind of update you guys. So I was working, well, first let's start up here. Went ahead and did the oil, or at least changed what was in the cooler down there. So that's been changed. I've taken out the headlights because I've actually got a new set coming in, and they should be here hopefully soon. So yeah, these are getting sold at some point. I just wasn't really a fan of them, and honestly, for what I'm trying to go for, I don't think they're really for me. But anyways, oil's been changed. Other than the I just gotta wait for my other oil to come in to fill the actual engine. The cooler is already filled. We've got the new filter and everything down there. Working on getting the alternator out. I have to remove the fan shroud, unfortunately, to make that happen, or at least pull it out a little bit. So that means draining a little bit of the coolant to be able to take this line off so the shroud can come out, just enough for the alternator bolt to come out, because there's one bolt holding it on. It's pretty stupid if you ask me how they designed that, but you know, I'm not Infinity. All right, guys, just wanted to give you a quick little update. So I want to go ahead and show you guys was I did the Stillen grounding kit, all kind of tied in. Oh, I totally forgot I gotta cut those two zip ties. But yeah, I did that, filled it up with the fluids, got the headlights out. So we're gonna be replacing these with some new headlights, which I want to show y'all in just a little bit. So these are Spec D headlights. Ended up getting these. These are a lot cheaper and do a lot of cool things. Look at that shit! It's so cool. Now let me say there we go. Look at that! They're sequential. They're so cool. And the amber looks so good in there compared to the factory headlight style. Woo! Sick. This is the new diff. It's got the solid bushings on it right here, and the front or the rear solid bushings going to be, or it's in the freezer at the moment. I was just filling this up with fluid so I could get it up in the car. Got the rear differential bushing installed, the solid bushing. That was quite a task. Had to leave that in the freezer for pretty much a whole night and day, and just installed it using a removal tool, which is also used to install them, well, the solid bushings at least. So now that I've got that done, I'm gonna start on trying to get this put up in there. And once it's in there, I'm gonna go ahead and at least I'm gonna bolt down those, the front bushings, and also bolt this down, put the ABS on, hook up the breather tube, and then I'm gonna open this so it can drain out the fluid, the excess fluid that's in there, because I put a whole 2 bottles of the diff fluid in there. So that's definitely too much. Once I drain it out and it's gotten to where it's level with where it needs to be, seal it up and should call it a day with the rear until we put the drive shaft and the exhaust and all back on. All right, guys, so just want to give you guys a quick update. Jake and I were able to get the diff and all that inside the car. You can't really see it, unfortunately. There you go. So the diff, sway bar, all that stuff's hooked back up, torqued down, ready to go.
Pretty excited about that, actually. I spent this, that time building this diff, so I can't wait to see what it feels like, especially with the new ratio. So there's that. We also even started on the trans. We got literally everything out except for the top 4 bolts. Reason why is because I didn't want to put so much stress on one bolt whenever there was one stuck. So basically, long story short, we were able to, were really tight. We were able to break them all loose except for one. One looked like it wasn't in fully. So we were like, oh, that's probably just not tightened down all the way. Well, it turns out it's actually been cross-threaded. I'm not sure how, I'm not sure when. And I'm gonna have to see if I can get someone to help me out with a better impact. The one we have just isn't strong enough. And then also just drop it the rest of the way out. Once I get it out, I'll be able to get started on taking this out to do the shifter and all that stuff. And then also while it's out, I can start on putting the new clutch parts in there until the flywheel gets in. Also, am gonna try and get this off so I can not only do brake lines on all 4 really, but also do the coilovers, and I need to raise them about 1 inch and stiffen them, and that way it doesn't, it doesn't squat so hard and scrub whenever I give it throttle or anything like that. Also, it may help improve the handling just a little bit, but yeah, so just a little progress wanted to let you guys know about. Gonna see if I can get somebody out here to help me out with some more of it later on. I think I'm gonna take a break for today. Big huge thanks to Jake. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, everybody, so just a final update. We, aka me and Doug, finally got the transmission out, and somehow, I'm not sure how exactly, but one of the bolts for the pressure plate had snapped once it was already in here. Over time, the thread stretched. Looks like it's taken some damage in here. It's bounced around. I don't think it's actually caused any damage anywhere else. It just looks like it's, bounced around in there, all weird. But thankfully, that doesn't really mean anything as long as it's in there and not anywhere else. As you can see, I'll show you on the pressure plate right there. That's the head, or that's the bolt. We don't know where the head of it went or anything, so but yeah, other than that, it's okay. I already got a new bolt, new washer, so the head of the bolt and the washer were in there just jumping around and all that. So but got a new head of got a new bolt, got a new washer, or got all new bolts just to be safe, and then got the one new washer because I'll just reuse these old ones. But yeah, so just wanted to update you guys for the last part of this part 2 video. Got the transmission dropped finally. The biggest thing that was causing issues was the little dowels right here. They were causing a lot of issues. They were just really tight and seized up a little, but now that they're off, we're good to go. Starting in this next part 3 video, I'm gonna be working on taking off the clutch, changing over the transmission cover plate, and getting all that put together and installed back into the car. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, or I'll see you guys in part 3.